What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sean, and today I have another iPhone 17 Pro Max video for you. We're going to be taking a look at Crave DualGuard for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I have a few colors here that we'll demo for you. If you're looking for some drop protection, I think Crave has got you covered. So let's go ahead and bust open into these cases, take a look at the colors, the features, and then let you guys decide if the Crave DualGuard is the case for you. Now we'll set the iPhone 17 Pro Max off to the side and we'll take a look at these cases. Now I'm going to only open one to kind of show you the unboxing. They're all going to have the same style for unboxing, but we'll take a look at all the colors, but we're just going to do one box. We'll go ahead and open the, looks like we've got green here. So we're going to open the green. We'll set the other ones to the side for a second. We'll look at the colors later. But here's what you're going to get for the Crave DualGuard box. You got a picture of the case. You've got Crave Protection Series case, DualGuard for iPhone 17 Pro Max, MagSafe at the bottom. Nothing crazy on the side. Nothing crazy on this side. Nothing crazy on the bottom. All right. And then nothing crazy on the top. When we get to the back, we get a little bit of the features, what to expect with this case. All right. Ultra slim design, shock absorption, premium quality, and precise cutouts. Strong, reliable, protective. We'll go ahead and bust this open. All right, we'll slide this out and take a look inside. Nothing else in the box. So this is going to be the same for all the other colors. All right, pretty minimalist packaging. You can get these off of Amazon. Now inside here, we've got our little foam protector. Pop this out. All right, and here is our case in forest green. Now I'll open up the other ones real quick and kind of just set them side by side and show you guys. We also have black and navy. Now they have tons of other colors on the website. Again, I got this off of Amazon, so you can take a look at Amazon. They have some other colors as well. We got the forest green, black, and navy. Now we'll move forward with black here. We'll take a look at the black. We're going to weigh this. It's all going to be the same weight for all of these cases. All right, so one for all here, if you will. So we'll get the scale in here. Let this zero itself out. So the DualGuard is coming in at about 54 grams. All right, so not heavy, not light, in between, if you will. And this case has two pieces to it. So it's DualGuard for a reason. All right, this pops out and you've got two pieces. So really your big piece here is the shock absorbing piece, this rubber feel. All right, take a look there. And then we've got our outside, which is more of our plastic shell material. It's got our MagSafe in there as well. And this is what goes on the outside. So you're getting that two forms of protection. You're getting that plastic shell protection, and then you're getting that rubber shock absorbing protection. All right, so it can pop in real easy, snap it in, you get the DualGuard, you'll put your phone in there, and you'll be good to go. I'm feeling crazy, so we're just going to swap some of these out, give you guys a look at some of all the colors that I have. So now we're going to look at navy, but again, all this stuff is the same on these cases. So we've got the back, we've got a little bit of some texture here for some grip. We'll take a look at our camera system. We've got a lip there, so you should be covered for your camera system. Now, might be a deal breaker for you, but we've got our power button, and then we still have cutouts for our camera control. Now, you might be yay or nay for that. I'm a big fan of camera control. I think at this point, cases and companies need to have the camera control. I don't like the way that it feels. That's just me personally, but it is a pretty deep cutout there. So it'll be noticeable when you're holding the phone in your hand. You'll be able to feel that for sure. So that might be something that you don't like. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but I have found that some people just don't care. They don't care too much about the camera control button at all anyway. So it doesn't really matter if it's covered or open, but maybe it matters to you. We'll flip it and take a look at the bottom. We've got a nice rectangular port there. So my guess is you're going to be able to get your thin cables in there, but you're also going to be able to get some more of your chunk-a-monk charging cables in there as well with that rectangle shape. Just gives you a lot more flexibility. Got our buttons here on the side. All right, now we flip it on the inside. No lining, no protection. It is kind of that plastic material here, again, because we're dual guarding here, so it's a piece within a piece. And so you're getting this plastic on the outside, but you're getting the rubber here, but then inside of the rubber, this feels like plastic, all right? So you're not getting that microfiber lining, so that might be a deal breaker as well. And then you are getting a little bit of shock absorbers, excuse me. See if you can see them kind of ever so slightly down there. Little in each corner, you're getting that shock absorber in there. Now for the demo of the iPhone, we'll just keep things interesting. We'll go ahead and do the forest green. So we'll go ahead and pop the iPhone in there. All right. It actually doesn't look too bad, the forest green with orange. We'll weigh this thing. So what was it? 55, 54 grams with just the case. Let's take a look with the iPhone inside. Let that zero out. We are at about 301 grams, 300 even potentially. Again, I have a screen protector on my phone, so that may add just a little bit. But we're right about 300, 301 grams. So not light, but I guess not super heavy either. I mean, if you're going with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's a heavier phone anyways. So you just have to start thinking, putting on these cases, unless you're going super minimalistic, you're probably going to be around the 295 plus in grams, anywhere between 295 to 300 total weight when you put these cases on. So again, not light, but depending on your preference, your threshold might not be too heavy either. But let's go ahead and take a look and see, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. So right off the get-go, what jumps out is the orange camera system. You can see it, it's open. We'll take a look at the lip. All right, you are going to be covered there. You got that coverage. We'll go ahead and take a look here. We've got our power button and then our camera control. And so again, with it being open, you do have to dig a little bit and press. Again, I'm not a big fan of the camera cutout. I don't like how deep it is, but once you can get your finger in there and you get it to start feeling your pressure, it's just gonna be the raw camera control button. So maybe you like feeling the button raw rather than you like the covering over top of it. That's all preference. I'm not a big fan of cutouts, but again, it may not be a deal breaker for you, but very responsive. You can get in there, it gets the job done. Take a look at the bottom, the ports. Again, you can see with that rectangle that we've got there, we're gonna be able to get some pretty good size cables in there. Take a look at the side. We'll do tactility of the buttons. Pretty tactile, and again, it's not a deal breaker for me. Tactility for cases, it's almost pretty standard now that most cases have some type of feedback when you click the buttons. Now it all depends how much tactility that you want, what's your threshold, what do you like, too little. All right, we'll shake it. I've noticed in some cases with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, buttons rattle. So just doing the shake test here, you won't be able to hear that on camera. It doesn't rattle. And so if you're thinking about, oh man, does this case have rattling buttons? These ones don't rattle. They're in there. They're not floating design, so they should be in place pretty well. And from my knowledge, I don't think they're replaceable. So the color that comes with the case is the color that you have. Now we'll test out MagSafe. All right, I'm going to be using the MagBack wallet. Go and slap that on. Give a little shake. That's on there pretty good. All right, now we'll do a little push tug test, kind of mimic if it's in your pocket, pulling it in and out of your pocket, bumping up against something. Very good MagSafe strength there. Now we'll test our ports. Like I said, with the rectangle, we're going to have plenty of leeway in there. You can get a much thicker cable in there. So whatever your style, if you do MagSafe charging, if you do wired charging, you're going to be good to go either way. I do a little bit of both, but whichever way you want to go with, this case is going to be able to give you the flexibility to do that. And I didn't forget, the last thing we'll take a look at is the lip all around. So very minimal lip. So if you are someone that wants a lip protection, you're not going to get any raised corners. You're not going to get any crazy lip on the sides or the top. And again, I'm a big fan of not being impeded when I'm scrolling or using my device. And so I don't typically mind not having a crazy lip, but I do know some of you guys out there really, it's a turnoff if the phone doesn't feel like it's safe when you lay it on the screen. So the DualGuard isn't going to give you crazy lip protection, but I think the trade-off is with the two-tone plastic, and rubber texture, like the piece within a piece design, you are truly going to get some really great drop protection with this device. And so for the chance that you drop it straight on its face, if you have a screen protector, might be able to save yourself some trouble there. But any other drops, top, bottom, side, the one-off that maybe you land it right on the camera control button with it being open, I think you're going to be pretty protected. And I think you're going to be okay if you have any minor drops, falls, and slips with this in your hand. But that's it for me, guys. That is the Crave DualGuard for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. They have tons of colors on the website. Let me know what you guys think. Have you heard of Crave? Have you been rocking Crave for a long time? Let me know. I enjoy their products, but there are some aspects of this case that just might not do it for you. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this case in the comments section below. Love to have some good dialogue with you all. But if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful or enjoyable. And then please, if you want to see more tech and lifestyle content on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Much appreciated. But that's it for me, y'all. Like always, be blessed. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.